Okay, hi. Hi, hello. This is very new. I haven't streamed, especially not for the game, since I think it was December 21st. I did a Christmas stream the night before Christmas. Um but I haven't done like a proper stream in almost 2 weeks. Um my background is different. And that's because we took this time in between Christmas and New Year's to move everything from my office that I shared with my husband to what used to be the guest room. By a trick of fate, we don't have the bed in the guest room anymore. And I've been, how do I explain it? There's this thing that happens to you, like psychologically, when you work from home and your desk is like 10 feet away from your bed. And because our office connects, it's like adjoining the bedroom. You literally can't get to the office without going through the bedroom. And I've been wanting for a long time, actually, honestly, almost since we moved in, to move my office in here. And so we finally did it. And now you guys can see I've got my bookcase and my little rocking chair that I got when I moved in. There's so much stuff on the floor behind me that I haven't put away. I've got a whole cubby for all of my art stuff, like my painting things, that's still in the back office that I need to move into here. I've got to take everything off of it, and then I'm going to clean it down really nice, and then I'm going to move it in here and put everything away. And so I've got all this stuff that's supposed to go on it that is just on the floor. But my cats are having a field day, so it's worth it. Yeah, I'm gonna play some game. So it's Yule still, technically, for the next 6 days. Here, I'll move so we can all see. I got myself over into Bree. I'd been previously
What can I do for you?
still in Rivendell from the last epic questline game that I was doing. It is it's 11:49 p.m. here right now. And I started setting up everything so that I could stream, I think, around 10 p.m. But the thing is, I'm very happy to say that I received not only a new microphone, but also a new camera for Christmas. And I had basically set them up. I had plugged them in and I changed the OBS settings to use these. But I hadn't adjusted anything like the lighting or the sound. And the sound, the thing is, this is an incredibly strong microphone. It's actually technically the same brand. It's a Solo Cast. I had just had the basic little itty bitty $50 baby version of the Solo Cast, and I received the fancy HyperX Solo Cast. I don't know how expensive it was. It was a gift. But I had, because I was trying to figure out why the sound wasn't coming through correctly, and I actually think the gain that is available on the HyperX Solo Cast is so strong that I have it almost the lowest it can possibly be, because if I put it any higher, it would pick up absolutely everything, even with noise suppression. I could be an ASMR artist for real with something like this. It's crazy. And then I had to turn the internal gain in OBS on super high, so that you could still hear me over the game that I'm playing, which it was very impressive, but also very frustrating. And then, the lighting was really easy. It's just simple in here. Yeah. So after several hours, almost 2 hours of trying to get everything set up. I feel like I'm a little bit brain dead now, which is honestly kind of fine. I just wanted to get a stream in. It's not even... I know a lot of people, especially online, really enjoy doing like, it's January 1st and I'm starting strong kind of thing. But I only just started doing this a couple of months ago. Oh, a remote quest. A remote quest? What's happening? I only started doing this a couple months ago. And so... What is this? Oh, Festive Flurry Advanced. Sure, why not? And so I feel like I don't really have that strong inclination to be like, oh, I have to stream on January 1st. I just really wanted to stream today because it was the first day that I could. And now it's almost midnight, and I do have to be up really early because I work in the morning. Part of me was really hoping to potentially get some main quest line done. I am afraid that I might not have the time to do that. It really depends. I hosted a New Year's party last night. Some people didn't leave my house until I think around just after 3 in the morning. Not that they weren't welcome. It was just very late. The nature of a New Year's party. And I, after doing like some cleanup and actually talking about this computer with my husband, I didn't fall asleep until like 5 in the morning, and then I slept in until 2. So I'm not tired, but I should be, because I have to be up for work at like 6 tomorrow morning. Normally I get up at 6. I might push it till 6:30 and just be rather disheveled. So I'm a little screwed, but it's okay. I feel like it's just part of the season. I had to work yesterday as well, and the entire time I was working, the only thing on my mind was preparing to have people over for a party, and it was a super, super last minute thing. We had just, everybody kept talking and asking each other, like, oh, do you have plans for New Year's? What are you doing? Everybody kept saying, well, no one's really invited me to anything, no one's hosting anything, and the thing is, I've thrown the party the last 2 years in a row, and so it hit like the day before Christmas, and I just messaged people like, hey, by the way, just come over, we'll host. And the house was a mess, and we were so busy on Christmas Day and the day after that the past 3 days between work and family events and stuff like that, I've spent every extra minute cleaning the house, and then of course moving stuff into here, like throughout work. It's been very busy, but I'm happy that I'm finally able to get on and play. We have today, although I think technically this is within the second day. Oh, sorry. This is within the second day of January, according to Lord of the Rings. I'm in like a way far back time zone. It being almost midnight here. We're well into the day for most other people. I know that didn't count. Where are the other abominable snow beasts? So I think today included, we have 5 more days of Yule, and then that's it for the year. So I wanted to make sure that I did some Yule before it was over. I want to get another horse maybe. I believe I've completed everything else that I can, generally speaking. But I hope that I hope that everybody's had a good winter holiday season. We're good for now, at least in America, until Valentine's Day, which I don't put a lot of personal weight into. It's one of the less memorable holidays, in my opinion. It does, maybe because it was only yesterday, but it does feel like, the holidays haven't ended yet. Okay. Yeah, winter spirit things, I know. Okay. But it will be good to get the ground back under my feet. I don't think I'm competitive enough when it comes to these guys. Everybody's running around and trying to kill as many as they can. And I feel like I'm too giving when it comes to that, and I just wait to see if anybody else is trying to kill them before I go in for it myself. Okay, 5. See? And that guy probably was hoping to kill that guy. And I feel like a thief, but at the same time, other people, I'll be like walking up, running directly at something to kill it. And then other people will run in and kill them first. And I'm just not competitive enough to bother. Like, we'll all get there eventually. See? Done. Hi. On the whole, I would say, although they were very, very busy. Oh, thank you so much. Eglinel. That's a nice name. Thank you so much for following. I finally got my stream elements fixed so that I can actually like see and hear when I get a follower subscribe. You are technically not only my first new follow of the new year, but also the first follow that I was able to see happen actively in real time on my screen and respond to it the moment it happened. That's a proud moment for me. Maybe it shouldn't be. Maybe I should raise my standards. Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you for accidentally testing my theory that I had stream elements set up right. Every time I stream, I've been trying to fix it over and over and over again, and this time, clearly, I did it. So that's exciting. Lots of changes. But yeah, I have such a fondness for this time of year. Despite the fact that I literally live in the desert, winter is my favorite time of year. And I have such a fondness for the holiday season and all of that. But at the same time, it's so exhausting and so overwhelming so much of the time that I'm genuinely so happy it's over. I got to sleep for 8 hours for the first time last night in like 2 weeks, just because I wasn't too busy between work and family stuff. And I mean, who am I to complain about too much of a good thing? But it is very nice to have successfully completed all of the holiday and winter things and just get into the groove of the new year, whatever that ends up being. Speaking of, I hope you guys had a good time for your holiday season. Oh. And if you didn't, good riddance to it. It's over now. They call it the holidays, but everyone's rushing around stressfully. Yeah, it's so true. You think of in Europe, I'm sure it's probably more than just Europe. They say like, oh, I'm taking a holiday, and it means you're taking a break. You're going elsewhere, to rest, or even you're just taking off from work, so you don't have to worry about it, and you actually get to rest. That is so not a thing, during the holiday season. Okay. I thought it was so funny that, like, when I first did the keg emergency a million bajillion years ago when I first played the Yule Festival, I thought I was so clever coming up with that little run around there and then hopping over the edge until I played on a particularly busy day and I saw everyone else doing the exact same thing. It turns out I wasn't clever at all. That's just the way people do it. And I learned the hotkeys, like the 0 hotkey on my 10 key on my keyboard. Like I could zoom like this or like change like that and you click 0 and it automatically takes you like that, which I think is really cool. I've been playing this game since 2011 and I just learned that the day before Christmas. But although the holidays are over, and thank goodness for that, I have the joy of being an accountant. And I do actually love my job, despite how funny that might sound to people who think that sounds really boring. But the beginning of the year is rather stressful in and of itself with your work, just because you're handling tax stuff now that the year is over. And so I have to be up at 6 a.m. To drive to work by hopefully 7:30, and I probably won't be leaving until 6:30 because there's mandatory overtime, and I'm salaried, so I don't get paid for the mandatory overtime, but it'll be worth it. I get to train some underlings because I'm a senior accountant on handling tax related things for the first time for them, and I actually get such a big kick out of training. I was terrified the first time I ever had to train one of my employees. And the thing is, you're so proud of them when they figure it out that I actually love it now. And I go out of my way to take the opportunity to train people. Ooh, hey guy. Jay the Wary. My mouse really wants me to click on you instead of this unsightly spell. What is my nickname right now? Title. What's my title? I'm the Undying. Do you ever get another one of those after the Undying? 5, 10, 17, 20. I think I've always found some other more entertaining title that I've never bothered to check if you even get one past 20. Yeah, Undying being the last one. I thought so. I remember when I got that on this character, I had a fall. I had the most outrageous fall during a stream, actually, where I'm like halfway through the fall and I had enough time falling to say, oh, I'm dead. So you know it's a long fall. And I didn't die. I think I was like level 18-ish, 18 or 19. And then within that same stream, I leveled up to 20 and got the title of the Undying. And I was like, I don't deserve this. I'll take it. I'll use it, but I didn't earn it. I should not be the Undying. I super should have died from that. And normally I can't, like, fault the fall damage in this game. But that time around it did me a solid. Okay. Granny dish. Last but not least. And then I think I want to make a snowman next. Okay. I think I've decided that the scarf snowman is my favorite. And I've made it outside, like after I finished the deed to do all the snowmen on this character, I've almost exclusively been doing the scarf snowman. But I think today, let's take a look. I'll do the mittens, the cap wearing snowman. Fastest to do is a broken one, but that gets boring. I think that the broken one has its own charm. I think that it's fun. What's funny is when I was doing, I wanted to make sure I was completing the deed. I had done all of these, and I was like, I don't know what I even have left to complete the deed, and I had forgotten that this guy existed at all. Broken snowman accident. Love that it's classed as accident, but ever since then, I've almost always been doing the little scarf guy, just because I like him. But I think I'll do the cap wearing one today at least.
Can I speak with you a moment?
But I also think that I'm less personally inclined. See, I almost like instinctively went towards the scarf wearing one. I'm less inclined towards doing these quests as fast as necessarily possible. But that's mostly because I'm only playing on one tune. This is my only one, the only one. When we switched over to the 64-bit servers, I made no effort to switch my old characters over. And then I started streaming and I just made this one, and I've been doing this thing where, like, I'm outside of festivals, I'm fast tracking the epic quest line. And so I've just been playing on this one guy every time I stream. One guy. It's a girl, and she's beautiful actually. But I haven't I don't have like 7 different tunes that I want to do all of the like dailies in the festival for. And so if I don't have those, I'm just not inclined to try and be quick about it. And that's changed a little bit of my mentality about the festivals, especially because, like, oh wait, where is the cap? I can't remember. I think it's back here in the little back corner. It's changed. Yeah, back here. How much more like easygoing I am just running around and doing the festival. And it was fun streaming it recently. Oh, I have to find the pipe too. He's a pipe spoken. I'm morally confounded by taking this pipe because we know it belongs to this hobbit here, but I guess it's okay. What was I saying? End up deciding you only want to do festival on one character? Yeah, I think that honestly, because I think the most characters I ever had that I was like actively working through was, I want to say 5, where like I wanted each of them to have the dailies done because I wanted them to have the tokens, and so I could like buy things, and especially get like items for my house and stuff. And it's just like, it makes the activities of the festival more strenuous to me. And now with this, like just the one character, you can take your time about it and really enjoy it and just run around. I get to make jokes about watching everybody else run around and stuff like that. And then afterwards, I just go and do more main quest stuff. So I'm getting the joy of the festival without it feeling like a chore. And I think I'm just going to keep living like that now. I'm only ever going to bother with one tune. Taking the pipe is the issue. What about the hobbit lying as dead in the snow cold? He's, I'm sure that, like, it's not terribly... you're right, though. It's not terribly cold, I don't think. I mean, it is as soon as you walk outside. Is he literally laying down in the snow? Let me take a look. I guess he really is. Yeah. And, well, you know what? That is a little bit concerning. I'm just like, he's taking a nap. It's okay. He ate too much food. He'll be fine. But you're not wrong at all, actually. So that's, yeah. Oops. Oh, but I did have the joy. Oh, look at him. He's beautiful. Ah, so fun. Love it. I love the Snowman quest. I think it might be my favorite of all of the Yule quests. I had the joy of actually like going through during my streams with like the main Frostbluff Winterhome quests series and stuff for Yule, and talking about like all of the different characters that take place within the story and how of course it's very A Christmas Carol and stuff. Oh yeah, this guy's kind of dead too, isn't he? And he's dead in a pile of ick. Oh, Sharky. Past 2 in the morning, going to bed. Been lurking all streams so far. Hi, Sharky. Well, thank you for hanging out. I hope you had a good holiday season. And yeah, it is after midnight here. I probably should be going to bed, considering I have to be up early. But I just wanted to hang out for a little bit. You have a good night. Thank you for hopping in. I'm glad you told us you were here. Although lurkers are always welcome. Where was I even going next? I'll go do the fireworks. I do really love the final act. The final act questline was so fun. And I like that they make it that you can only do it once per year. Do you have something I can do too? You do. I'll take all of these on.
Would you do something for me?
Would you do something for me? I love the different voice actors that they've had for a bajillion years. A bajillion. This game came out, I think, in 2006 or 2007.
You leave me to my misery.
And I started playing in 2011. How many years is that?
What can I do for you?
If it was 2006, doesn't that make next year, this year, their 20-year anniversary? When did they come out? Or was it 2007? I wish I was one of the OGs, though.
How can I be of service?
19 years. Okay, so it's 2007. That checks out, though. And then it was Dungeons and Dragons Online that the team also worked on, which I've never played, actually, and I probably would enjoy it. I have actually been thinking, because I have almost exclusively been playing Lord of the Rings online, just because like the new server started up, and I've been fast tracking the epic quest line, and that's been really fun. Oop, interrupted. And so I've just been like too hyper focused on this game to consider playing any others with any regularity. But I have been thinking there are a lot of games that I really, really want to play. And I just, every time, you know, like when there's something you want to do in a technical sense, but then your brain goes back to like this other thing that you're still hyper fixated on. So like, I want to play Clear Obscure. My brother-in-law has told me for almost a year now that he thinks I would really love it, and he really wants me to play it, and I would really get a lot out of it. And I keep not playing it. Because every time I sit down in front of my computer to do anything, the one thing I want to play is Lord of the Rings Online. Even though I've played this game through and through. But I'm thinking this year I'll start potentially, I think I'm still going to focus Lord of the Rings, just because I can't help myself. But maybe like every third stream, I'll try and convince myself that as much as I love Lord of the Rings Online, I might try and play a different game instead. Because there are just so many cool, good, fun games. And more just keep coming out. Oh, one thing I had forgotten that I had added to my my wish list. So my family and I do Secret Santa instead of everybody getting gifts for everybody. Like my siblings and my parents and each of our like partners all make a wish list, and you get a Secret Santa. And my mom got me this year, and I had forgotten that like way at the beginning of this year, because we've had like the same online wish list thing for like several years now of doing this. Way at the beginning of this year, I had added Tales of the Shire to my wish list because it was before it came out, and it was before it got kind of bad ratings for being kind of boring. And my mom told me on Christmas, she's like, I'm so sorry I didn't get you that game you had asked for, because I don't know, apparently there are different like things you can play it on, and I don't know which one you had. And I was like, you're right, I didn't add that to my wish list like item information. And I'm so glad that I didn't, and that she didn't get it for me, because I probably would have been kind of disappointed that I had forgotten to take it off my wish list. Is that rude of me to say? It did look really fun, and it did look like a great ambiance, but I watched too many people play it, and there's just it's a lot of walking, and that's kind of all. Okay.
Greetings.
Okay, that's 9 of 10. What I want to do is my last quest. I could try doing the food. How does eating
What can I
happen?
do for you?
It's not available right now. Does that mean that like it literally just ended? Or are people doing it right now? I also haven't done a snowball fight yet on this character. I could do the Frostbluff Theater, and I could do moving them off, but I'm morally against it. I can't bring myself to do that quest. It looks like perhaps the theater is available. I really do actually want to do the food contest, although it might be a wait. Oh yeah, how much do I even have? Fall Festival, Yule Festival, 103. I could get another seed. I already got all of the decorations that I wanted. Let's go steed shopping. Hi, buddy.
Are you looking for something, friend?
So I got these two, and they're both right here. And those were the only ones. Oh, whoops! Didn't mean to click on it actually. Those were the only ones that I like wanted with any immediacy. I like all of them. Shire Holly Seed, Yule Gala Seed, Icy Expeditions sounds fun. Snow Strider Seed. And then all of the outfitting. Oh, thank you, Banjos Like or Stew. Banjo, thank you for following. I really appreciate it. I guess maybe you've been lurking around for a little bit. It's nice to have you here. Oh, I don't know which one I want. I think potentially between now and the end of the festival, I might have enough time to get another one. So I could choose between two. Shire Holly Seed sounds really cute. I might just go with that one. It might be over there, but I don't think it is. Alright. Let's try it out. And then I always go, when I'm doing a Yule steed, I think the lighting is best like right here to take a look at them. So this is the Shire Holly Steed. How sweet. So it doesn't have like actual holly on it, but it's got like a saddle and draping that looks like holly made of fabric. Oh, it does have holly on its mane. That's cute. Okay, I like it. And its name is Stell. You have a Shire Holly Steed and you name it Stell. I'm not against that. That's a very pretty name. Why didn't they name the steed Holly? What are these guys called again? Snowfall. Very cute. Very appropriate for the snowy evening seed. And then the Cozy Jingle Seed is Jester, which I love. I love that because it's with the jingles and the way that it looks so appropriate. You would think that they would have like a more Yule focused name for it, like Snowfall, but Jester is perfect. Okay. Oh yeah. Dang, okay. Yay. Let's do the food contest. 10 seconds. Oh, perfect timing. Ooh. Okay. I'm heinously bad at this. I've only succeeded on this character one time. Okay. It's berries. Come on. Eggs. Eggs. Uh-oh. Bread, I guess. And yeah, that was rough. Berries. Talk to her.
What can I do for you?
And let me go to him. And I've been told by people like, oh, you can cheat the system by like waiting before you run over, and then you don't have to worry about the other people eating things that you want to eat instead and all that stuff. But as I was saying earlier, I might be the world's least competitive person. Is that the last one? Ooh, no. Eggs. That will be the last one. I think I might fail this for always.
Hello there.
Okay. Is it this one or is it the other one? It's this one. Oh boy, am I running slow. Ooh, do I want the mystery drink? Ah, dang it. I think it also doesn't help that I'm so impatient. And then mushrooms. Oh, did the mystery drink help? Is the mystery drink good? No way.
What can I do for you?
Alright, hello. Eggs. Mystery drink can be good or bad, and I just got lucky. I see. Oh, I'm such a fan of like taking the risk though. I might end up doing that every single time. Oh wait, did I just go the wrong way? I did go the wrong way. I need to go back the other way. No! It's down around the corner.
How can I be of service?
Yeah, it's down this way. Oh! Yeah, and then it makes you feel like you're dying no matter how well you're doing. Which I don't hate. I think it's fun. I think I had this character back when I was in college who, and I don't know why I did this, but like I got her super high leveled and then I decided I wanted to be completionist. Oh. Did I do it? Okay, that's exciting. I wanted to be super completionist on this character, and so I went down to the Shire. It was a hobbit. I went to the Shire and started doing every single Shire quest, and completed every single Shire quest on this character. But I was so high level that it was high key very boring to do like the quests where you ended up fighting things. So I was just running around with all these like super hardcore stats and nails and stuff that were like no matter what level you are, they're going to make your character hick and like the images move and stuff and they feel drunk. And I did all of these quests with this character drunk out of her brains the entire time. And you would think as a college student that I would have followed suit and also been drunk playing, but I was so straight-laced that it was really truly just me, sober as can be, in college on a random evening, getting my character in Lord of the Rings Online, wildly drunk and doing like level 5 Shire quests. But I succeeded in my completionist agenda for that hobbit, at least in the Shire, I think. And then at some point in time, I always end up moving on to a new tune because I'm interested in doing something else, anything. I almost always end up, if I am going to create a new character, I almost always end up doing it as like I have some kind of goal for that character. This one, this is obviously, I'm streaming for the first time, not tonight, but over the past few months. I just created this character when I wanted to play on the new servers. And I was like, oh, I've never actually completed the epic quest line. I've been playing for 14 years and I've never completed the main quest line because I always have some other random side bullshit that I'm trying to do, and then I get tired of it, and half the time I complete it and half the time I don't, and then I make a new character with a new little mini goal for myself. So obviously with this character, my number one is actually completing the main quest line, and then secondary to that, because I've never done this where I'm
What can I do for you?
trying explicitly to complete the main quest line, I was like, oh, well, this gives me like a new opportunity where specifically with the stables, if I don't travel anywhere that the main quest line doesn't take me, where does the main quest line take me? And where does it not take me? So like on the maps and stuff, I've been doing this thing where I don't interact with it's more obvious here. I don't interact with a stable master unless I'm taken through that area by the main quest line. So like you start, I think technically you start in Swanfleet for like a minute and a half on the Before the Shadow prologue quest line, which is the one that I did, and then it takes you into Cardolan, and then you spend a ton of time there. It was so fun, actually, having it be like, oh, well, you're gonna start here in Tharbad, and then you're gonna go over to the Hearn, and then you go, I think it was like Skrillex Farms, and then Keranos, and then over to Sarnford, and then over to everywhere else, and it just takes you all over the map to the point where you've covered 100% of Cardolan just doing the Before the Shadow quest. And I never would have paid attention or considered that if it weren't for this funny little goal that I set up for myself. And then, of course, in Bree, it takes you... does it take you into Combe? It does. It takes you into Bree Town, and then Buckland, and then Combe, and then I think you have to pass through Azzo's camp. And it doesn't take you to Hangstacer's farm, though. At least not yet. And now I'm in Rivendell, and I'm discovering where in the North Downs it takes you, in the Trollshaws it takes you, and it's been just very interesting and fun for the brain of someone who's played this game too long, way too many times in way too many different ways. I've never considered where the quest line takes you across the map, but it has provided me with a newfound respect for the developers of this game, because they truly do utilize every single area of the map, and it's very much been proven in the way that they do the main quest line. It's just been very cool, super fun, and eye-opening in the best way. So I'm gonna run over to Rivendell and do a little bit of main quest. I've been on here for 48 minutes. I could go for way longer, but I'm determined to get at least one Orium cycle tonight before I have to get up at 6 in the morning. Oh, where am I going? Rivendell. Oh, no, come back here. I'll admit, one of the downsides to all these fancy new things that we discovered, which was what I was so worried about yesterday when I was setting up my camera and my microphone, because I got a new camera and microphone for Christmas, is that I have such an old computer system that truly, like, isn't really wired very well. Like, we're not even actively accessing my nicer graphics card with the way that it's set up right now, and so we need to like open up my computer and change things around. And I can feel, like, you can see the lag in my mouse. Let's see. I need to go here. Have I even been to the Scouts camp? Let's find out.
What do you need?
I doubt it. Oh, it reset me. I haven't been anywhere except for the last Lonely House. Alright, well, time for us to go for a little ride. Okay, and we'll take our brand new steed. But yeah, I've got to open up my computer sometime this week and rewire everything, which should be interesting. Oop. How do we go from here to the right? That's what I thought. Oh. Geraldine MM. Thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. I hope that you're holidays have treated you well, or if you don't celebrate them, I hope that you're just enjoying winter generally. If you're a Lord of the Rings fan, let me know. Here, okay. I've got a really... When I'm riding a horse, I like for the ride to be smooth, and so I always end up going... I have a habit of playing in first person, which I've learned since I started streaming is out of the ordinary. But it's especially my preference when I'm riding my steed, because you can just you can do the forward button, and then you can click and drag your camera with your mouse, and it makes the ride so much smoother, and I just prefer it so much. It makes it feel as smooth as it is when you're doing a non-swift travel, like Stable Master trip, where it just glides. But I've been sort of trying to, not that I think that I need to, but I've been sort of trying to train myself into playing in the third person, because I've gotten so many comments over the past 2 months from people being like, this is weird. This is weird, and it's mildly off-putting. But frankly, it's how I've played for a really long time. I don't even necessarily think it's because it's more immersive. I think that this game is really idolized for a third-person play style. And I'm just one of the weird ones when it comes to that, I guess. Okay, are we going to pass by the Scouts camp? Yes, we are. So because we'll pass by the Scouts camp on our way to the quest, then I can say hi to the Stable Master there. Because the main quest is taking me through. And I could stop on the side and fight things. And if I wasn't playing this character, that's what I'd be doing. But I'm high leveled enough thanks to the Yule Fest. So I don't really need to... Oh, did I go totally the wrong way? No, I didn't. I don't really need to... grind, which is kind of nice. One of the joys of participating in fests, honestly. I'm gonna keep accidentally aggroing things because I'm not looking. Oh, yeah, I've got 2 guys following me now. Ay, oops. As long as I know that I'm going somewhere, I'm not worried about it. Okay, hello Scouts Camp. And Stable Master. Oh, this one doesn't have a name.
Hey,
Hi.
friend, and well met.
Well met to you too. And bye again. And I aggroed something immediately. Did I just walk off the road? I totally did. Oops. Okay, that's fine. Because I'm back on it again. Totally fine. Never happened. I was looking for a good stream friend. Yours, great stream. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's a sweet way to give a compliment. Okay, and continually aggroing things. Oh, I should really be better about this. Okay. Geraldine, I love your name, but I want to know, are you Gerald? Are you Geraldine? Are you Dean? Are you Geraldine? Geraldine as the whole name sounds the most appropriate. Real name is Geraldine. Okay, yeah, that's a cute name, by the way. I like that a lot. Oh, have I missed where I'm supposed to go? No, not yet. I get lost so regularly in this game. I actually just... I uploaded one of my streams. I'm so behind on uploading streams just because the season has kept me busy. But, I named my video that I uploaded to YouTube that this is like the Getting Lost edition of that stream, because like at least half of that stream was spent with me continually not knowing where I was supposed to go. And again, I feel like I've reiterated this too many times. I've played this game for so long and I still get lost. I actually in real life have an incredible sense of direction, and then the moment I'm in a game, I'm hopeless. And I don't know what to make of that, but it's very much the truth. Okay. Oh? That is the path that I need to take. And it's just covered in guys that want to attack me. Am I going to aggro all of them? None of them love that for me. That was improbable. Oh, no, I'll just stay on the path, actually. Where am I? Okay, yeah, it just loops back around. That's what I was concerned by. This really is. The Trollshaws are underrated, in my opinion. They're so well put together. I am continually amazed at how much stuff that never existed in the books and was just swept over in the story has just been absolutely made up by this team. And incredibly well at that. And in a way that does a great service to the world of Middle-earth. What's my name? My name is Shannon.
How can I be of service?
One might think that my name is Hope, because my name is I Sure Hope So, but that's just the name that I've had on social media for my whole life. But on here, generally, people either call me Hope, because that's the natural assumption, or they call me Az, or Azaliel, because that's the character that I play. But you can call me any of them, because I don't really care. My father has sent you to aid us. It is good that you have come, for we have made an unsettling discovery. It seems likely that the missing rider is still somewhere within the wilderness of the Trollshaws. Right. Okay, so here... So we did like this whole loop around, basically, where we were in the North Downs here, and we discovered that Angmar was like sending forces south, basically. And then the North Downs were like, okay, this is bad, and we need to be able to save ourselves, basically. And at the same time, you get all these different forces within the North Downs to create a council, and they're doing that at the same time that in the Fellowship of the Ring, they're doing the council at Rivendell, Elrond's council. And so it's really fun how they do. I thought your name was Hope. Yeah, advocating too. Oh, thank you. Yeah, feel free to call me Hope. Most people have been. And so it's really fun that in the game they created it so that in the quest line you're creating a council at the same time that in the storyline that we're like coinciding, they're creating a council, which is really cool. And then they send you before you've attended any council or anything like that. And I think technically before Elrond's council has appeared or occurred, they send you to go to Rivendell and speak to Strider, because he's the leader of the riders, or the rangers, and they're the people who are currently like the greatest force that's protecting the North Downs. And so they say like, okay, well, he's in Rivendell, go talk to him. And then he asks you to tell the same thing you just told him to Elrond. And Elrond is like, wow, okay, that's really big and important. I wish that we could help you guys, but we have another council going on. You know what that council's about. We're not going to talk about it. That's totally fine. And sends you to go meet with his son, Elladan, who is looking for this missing rider because the Nazgul had been chasing the Strider and the Hobbits through out of Breed Town, and they and they were able to track where all but one of the Nazgul went, and Elladan and some others are like figuring out like, oh, actually we think we might know where that final rider is, and that's like you're helping him right now. And all of this is happening like right before this council takes place for Elrond's council, where they decide what's going to happen to the ring. And it's also technically for your purposes at the same time that this North Downs council takes place, and you're just trying to gather resources and at least on Elrond's part, wisdom for how to tackle these situations. So that's where we are within both the quest line and also the Fellowship of the Ring storyline. Yeah. It's just really cool. I this is partly also me like reminding myself, because I haven't played in 12 days the main quest line. So but yeah, so he's saying it seems likely that this missing rider is still somewhere within the wilderness of the Trollshaws.
Will you lend me your ear?
Shortly after Frodo Baggins and his... Oh, did I just level up today? Shortly after Frodo Baggins and his company came to Rivendell, my father sent us to search for signs of the Nazgul, the 9 riders of the enemy. We found the bodies of 8 horses downstream, but of the last there was no sign. We searched further, but still found nothing. We traveled far afield, into lands to the south, and still found no sign of the fleeing rider. Only on our return journey did we find something, hoofprints in the south of Trollshaws, far south of the road. There are many narrow valleys in that region. The Nazgul might lie there, sheltered from prying eyes, waiting for his time to strike. Journey far south of the road in the south Trollshaws, and seek out the missing rider. The ruins within those narrow channels have a fell reputation. Minas Agor, that place was called of old, and the Nazgul may have sought it out for that reason. So, we're gonna go hunt down a Nazgul, because, you know, that's normal activity for people to engage in. And I am actually going to take my horse some of the way. Where was the road that I just came in on? Was that over here? Or am I about to go off a cliff? Yep, that's a cliff. There we go. So, effectively, where would we be in the story? So, this is, Frodo is hurt. He's in Rivendell, he's resting. All the other guys are just kind of hanging out, and technically resting also, but effectively, we can assume that right now, Frodo is still, like, asleep. Maybe they just lost the Nazgul and have gone away into safety within Rivendell. And we're gonna go hunt down that final Nazgul, that jerk. Oh, I do want to attack this troll actually, but I don't want to take on the kill the trolls quest. Yeah, I'm gonna decline. Okay. And magically didn't aggro that guy. How should I get into there? Is it off of the road? Do you think it's off of this road? Or this road? I'm gonna take this road and then go south because this looks like a mountain. Watch me be so super duper wrong. Because I often am. And I guess it's almost 1 in the morning. I think I'll just go until I'm like at a relatively safe-ish space. Who's hanging out right here? Oh, maybe I should stop here. My heart and my energy levels say that I should keep streaming. However, it's almost 1 in the morning and I have to be up really, really early for work. So although I want to keep playing, I'm about to go into an area for the yeah, go get some sleep. I'm about to go into an area that isn't very safe, and I have no guarantee of stopping myself in a safe spot and then logging out. So I think I've got to call it here. I'm really grateful that people have been hanging out with me and chatting and saying hi. I get the feeling, how often do you stream? Well, what day is today? Thursday? Today's an unusual day for me. It's just because today was a holiday and I didn't have to work that I was able to stream. I've been streaming very often on Sundays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. There is a faint hope that I could stream again tomorrow, but I get the feeling that I'm going to be exhausted after work, so it's probably not going to happen. And then Saturday, I'm going to be out of town. So yeah, the next one, I think I'll just be getting back on schedule after this, honestly, is Sundays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. Very often that was just the case because I was sharing an office with my husband, who plays games also with his friends and stuff, and they talk on Discord and all that. As of 2 days ago, I have an office of my own, and so I might be able to stream more often, or at least there's a chance that the schedule might change. So we're going to feel it out. I've only been doing this for about 2 months now. And so I think just as I get more into it, I've been streaming more often. Like for the first month, I was only doing it like once a week. And then for the second month, I was doing it like 3 times a week. And so I don't know, it might just keep going. It might become more and more regular. But at the very least, I can relatively guarantee Sundays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. In the evenings here, and I've been starting around like 8 p.m.-ish. I get out of work around 6 or 6:30, eat dinner, take a break, and then I stream. So, yeah, at least for this week, that's the plan. And then we'll see where it goes from there. But I also am hoping this week, probably on Saturday, to upload more of my previous streams. And I'm trying to figure out a way to make it in my little like Lord of the Rings playlist. I'm trying to order them in order of like within the quest line. But halfway through starting to do these streams, I started streaming on YouTube as well. And so everything's jumbled. So I'll figure it out. But you're a good streamer. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's funny. I started doing this more as an like accountability thing to myself, to like if I was streaming it and if I set a regularity to the streaming, then I could convince myself that there's like a productivity to this, even though I'm just playing a video game, because I rarely take the time outside of my very hectic lifestyle to just sit back and play and have a relaxed and fun time. And so that was very much like my goal in starting to do this, and I've been loving it. I really, really have. So thank you for thinking I'm good at it, at least. Because I could love it and suck at it, and I would still keep doing it, but it's motivating, so that's good. I hope that everybody has a wonderful 2026. I think for some of you it might already be day 2. For me, I guess technically I'm within the first hour of day 2. I hope that this year treats all of us very, very well. That's my number one. And if it doesn't, just let me know. And I'll be there for you. So, yeah, I'm going to hit it. You guys have a wonderful upcoming weekend. Goodbye.